Okay, we are live on the air for the live stream for today, and I'm just popping into the chat. Thank you, everybody, for joining in, as always. I'm here flying solo for the moment. I know, a little bit of feedback. Turn that off, okay. So flying solo for the moment, Craig Helfer and Jeff Moffitt would be joining us soon. Both had to take care of some things at home, and they'll be on joining me in a moment. But I'm here, and we're going to talk some shop today. So I see everybody's jumping on. A lot of people have been asking us about our Last of Us fan film. And to clarify, we made the trailer a while back as a fun fan trailer, and just as a concept, just to see what if there was actually a movie of Undertale coming out, what would the trailer look like? So we see a lot of people are asking for a full movie. We wouldn't be able to do a full-fledged movie. One, because the budget would have to be, it would be very high, it'd be very expensive. And two, to do a full-length movie, we may run into a lot of copyright issues with doing a full-length film. So that being said, hopefully at some point we could produce more Undertale content. We're always thinking of new ways of getting some content out to you guys, the fans. So, you know, we always do our best to try to answer any questions you have about any of our films, especially Undertale. A lot of people always ask about Frisk. Why isn't Frisk a girl? And Frisk is genderless. We mentioned in the past, but obviously not everybody has been able to know the answer. When we were looking into the film originally, when we saw that Frisk as a character was genderless, we thought that meant whoever plays the game can choose if they want to be male or female. And we understand that there are people who consider themselves genderless and so forth. So we didn't mean any disrespect or anything like that, or we didn't mean to just cast a boy. We just had the opportunity to work with Zach Hernandez, who's a great young actor, and we thought he kind of looked like Frisk, and that's why we went with him. So, but we're so grateful everybody enjoyed the Undertale film, and they want to see more. So hopefully at some point we can do more Undertale projects. I know we did the birth of Flowey, and a lot of people saying the story doesn't match and this and that, and we were reading and doing some research on the story. So that was one version of the tale, and we always put our own little spin on it. So we hope you liked it. We hope it's fun. And we understand sometimes when you make big budget films or fan films, they're not exactly like movies, and people get frustrated. I get mad about that stuff all the time. I'm watching, you know, let's say Batman or something. No, that wouldn't be right or wouldn't be that. So, but you start to learn what it takes to make these films, how meticulous you have to be. And, you know, if you want the costumes and different things to look realistic, you make changes and this and that. So we always try our best. And believe me, we don't ever try to make anything to make people angry and just ruin it, you know. But your feedback is always welcome, and we don't always do everything perfectly. And we like when people say, that could be better, that's better, that gives us ideas on how to make better films. So keep the comments coming. We try our best to answer them and so forth. So I'm looking in some of the chats, and getting a lot of great stuff from people. I want to scroll up and take a look. Did you hear the final result of the last Splatfest in Splatoon 2? Haven't heard about that yet. If you have information, let us know, and we'd love to find out. Speedy's asking, would you rather choose go to a stock car race or go to a hockey game? It's a tough choice. I haven't been to a stock car race. I've been to what they call the drift races, where you have the cars that kind of skid like Mario Kart, and they drift around the track, and that was pretty cool. I've been to hockey games, and hockey games are always fun live. I've been to see the Rangers play, and there's Craig joining in. I've seen the New York Rangers play, and I've seen the New Jersey Devils play, and I've seen teams play in the Olympics, which was kind of cool, the Winter Olympics. So hockey's always fun and exciting to see live. I was answering a question, Craig. Somebody asked, would we rather go to a stock car race or a hockey game?
Hockey game.
Yeah, I like hockey better, but the stock car races I haven't been to. I'd love to check it out. Somebody's asking about doing a Baldi Basics movie. We had the idea, but the Baldi commercial we made did not get as many views as we hoped. So we're hoping the viewership can go up so we can have been films. But we've been focusing a lot on our game, Rigsby's Funtown Burger. I have to say, and Craig would probably agree, we've been getting a lot of 3D models we've been putting into the game, and it's coming along. We're building it, and we're hoping to have something to show people once we go to Salt Lake, the Fan Fest, FanX in Salt Lake this September.
Yeah, it's turning out to be really, really awesome. And honestly, it's kind of funny. It's like you have this idea in your head, and then you actually see it coming to life, and it's pretty amazing. Yeah, there you go.
Craig is in the dark because he's in witness protection.
I don't understand why it's so dark. It was, yeah, sorry about that.
You need like a light under your face, like a haunted film or something.
Well, you all know who I am. I'm the man in the shadow.
Man of mystery. I'm trying to scroll back and look at some stuff. Let's see. Have you ever seen Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse?
Yes, it's fantastic. I love that movie.
It's very good. I heard they're going to do a sequel. It was a lot of fun. I'm a big fan of Peter Porker Spider-Ham, since I remember when the comics came out in the 80s. My cousin used to get them. So he was Spider-Ham.
Oh, wait. What if I...
Craig is adjusting his lights right now.
Oh, I'm adjusting my monitor to make sure. Maybe it's the monitor. It's not.
We haven't seen new info on Shadow Bandit. Some of the games that have been coming out, we haven't gotten the full info on yet. We've been very busy working on our game, and that's been the focus of our attention. So if you guys have info on it, send it along. We'd love to find out more and check out links and different things like that. I know that the Meatly and that team, they were at San Diego Comic-Con, and they're having a great time. So I hope they're at FanX in Salt Lake. I just heard Tom Holland is going to be there, Spider-Man. So
finally, I get to stalk Tom Holland in person.
You want to do that as you drink your non-alcoholic beverage, I see.
This is apple cider.
So let's see. Love the videos. Thank you from El Maman Fernan, and pronouncing that correctly. Have you never played FNAF? I guess you mean FNAF. We've played. It's
we played it. But they just released a VR version of it.
We haven't played the VR yet.
A lot of people have been playing that online, on YouTube, especially.
Somebody said, Guy Casano, our buddy, said Craig is in witness protection because Todd Howard heard he doesn't like Fallout. What was it? Fallout 78?
Well, guess what? I think most people... that would be half the country. Half the country would have to be in witness protection. A lot of people did not like that game.
The player in Rigsby's Funtown Factory, is it male or female? So when you play as the player, the character is whatever you want it to be. It's supposed to be you. So basically, you'll just see hands. It'll be a first-person game. You'll see hands with gloves on. So the point of the game is that you become an employee of the Funtown Factory, and you have to keep it up and running. So it could be anything, you know. But there are male and female. There's different characters in it. Like we have Torora, we have Rigsby, Sheffrey. So there's all different characters. But as the player, it's whoever you are. So whoever's playing it, that's what the player is.
Yeah, kind of like. Oh man, I just had a huge brain fart. What's a video game where you can play it, like whatever you play as is just you as playing the character and not... Oh, God, no.
Craig's always farting.
Never mind. That type of game where you can just play as yourself. Well, not as yourself, but...
Various different ones. Yeah, I'm not certain. Max is... Jeff will be joining us soon, so hopefully we'll see his dog Max. They also got a new puppy. I forget the puppy's name, but it's adorable. So, somebody's asking, will we be able to see the character eventually in your game? Probably not. It's because it's you. It's first person. So we want to
see your hands.
Your hands.
Perhaps your forearms.
Yeah.
Will there be mirrors in the game? Maybe.
Most likely not. That's a good question.
But you wouldn't be able to actually see your face. If you were to actually see the reflections in a mirror anywhere, like in a bathroom, we'd smudge it, so you
yeah,
can't.
probably like a
Because we don't want to alienate any gender or any orientation,
race or any
race.
orientation.
Yeah, we want it to be open to everybody, so we don't want to make it feel like it's like you have to play as this guy. Like no.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be you as the player, so it wouldn't make sense to make it a specific type of person, you know. So it's there are other characters in the game, like there's Ray Rigsby, who's a guy, you know. There are specific people like that, but as the player, it's you. So whoever's playing, that's who the character is, which is fun because you always want to be in a video game anyway. So if we had the technology, which maybe someday down the road, I'm talking for our game, that you can design your face and stuff, maybe. I don't know if I don't think we're including like you can make your own avatar, but I know like sports.
It's not an RPG, so
Yeah, I know in sports games you design your basketball player or your baseball, whatever it is. We don't have that in this game, but maybe, you know, depending on the success of the game, maybe it's something we can incorporate down the road. But it's you, the player. What kind of accents would Rigsby and his gang? What would their voices be? We haven't casted voice actors yet.
And you may say that you're looking at some of the people that would be doing the voices.
Are there other people in the room with you, or?
Ha. I'm
No,
actually
we haven't.
Voice actor, but you know everybody likes to poop all over me.
Is there an Iron Horse Discord? I believe I signed us up for Discord in the early stages of designing the game, but we haven't utilized it. But I know as we put the game out, we want to get on more gaming platforms, such as Twitch, and I know Discord is a good community for gamers. So
yeah, Discord would be fun because we could have like an open conversation, kind of like a live show, but less janky than YouTube. So that could always be fun. We are also still looking into Twitch because it's such a huge platform. Sorry, I'm a little flustered right now. I broke a jar of tomato sauce and I've been cleaning it for like 40 minutes. So I'm trying to think straight here.
Plus everywhere. I don't play Roblox. Have you played Roblox? I haven't played it.
I've heard of it. I've seen it being played. It's kind of like Minecraft, but not Minecraft.
Yeah.
But it is boxy. It's made out of blocks. If you can, you know,
right.
It's within the name. We
have to get Dak, who I was talking about earlier from our Undertale film, to join us on one of these calls because he plays a lot of the newer games. I mean, I just bought the Spider-Man for PS4 and it still won't upload because it takes like 8 hours. So I haven't even had a chance to play it. I just gave up.
Oh, the new Spider-Man game.
Yeah. Whatever the PS4 one that came out.
Yeah, it's called Spider-Man.
Yeah, just Spider-Man. So, and I always play like a lot of old Nintendo games because I grew up on original Nintendo and Atari. So I was playing.
I think the only game that I'm really looking forward this year is The Last of Us Part 2. That's if it comes out this year.
Yeah. Jeff is on the call now. Hi, Jeff.
Hey, everybody. Sorry I'm a little late, but better late than never, baby. Yes.
Yeah. People are asking for Max already.
Max, come here, boy. Come here. Here he is. He's here. Max lights up the internet. Max here. All over the camera. Max, my baby. Here he is, guys. The ultimate dog. Get my kisses. How's everybody?
We're good. We're good.
Awesome. What did I miss? And any questions for me to try to answer, or any follow-ups for our fans?
People are just suggesting some different things. Roblox versus Minecraft movie. Somebody said don't play Roblox. It's kind of toxic. Rat Meat Gamer is asking us, have we seen Penny? I guess Paker or Parker?
Penny Paker. I don't know what that is.
Is that the robot? The girl with the robot? I don't remember who that was. So, Matchmaker.
Yes, it is. It's the anime. It's the anime Peter Parker.
Yes, we saw her in the film.
Yes, we saw her in the film because we watched the film. we said it before. Never mind.
Roblox toxicity kind of depends on the game. Yeah, that's a shame if it's a toxic game, but we hope people are not toxic, just having fun.
Yeah, that it sucks. Some video game communities are just very, very toxic, and it sucks for the people who want to play the games. You know.
Deltarune movie from Macaboy. I'm trying to message you back.
Oh, what's favorite movie you've made so far? So I'd have to say Uncharted. Once the Devil Came.
Well, that's because that was Craig's.
That was my first project I legitimately worked together, like as
fun.
collaborative effort with Iron Horse on.
I loved it. I want to see if we can screen it at something different, because I feel like Uncharted and Call of Duty, like with all this World Cup gaming, those games are like popular again. Maybe not Uncharted just because they made a newer version, but
yeah, it's just a single player game, so. But what do I love that we've made? I actually really like the Until Dawn thing that we did, that you can kind of choose your own path. I thought it was fantastically made, and we literally were like racking our heads fixing the script 2 hours before we actually shot anything. And I thought it came out really good. And it surprised all of us to how good it came out. And nobody watched it. But so go watch it. It's really great.
It happens. Sometimes it's timing. For me, my favorite film was probably The Last of Us. And then my second one was Five Nights at Freddy's Cold Storage. But I love doing all three Last of Us. Playing Joel was just an awesome experience.
I knew you were going to say The Last of Us, so that's why I didn't say anything.
But he's asking if we can make a Legend of Zelda film, and I just said we have one on our page.
Yeah, it's kind of it's like an introductory concept to the beginning of what the film would be.
Yeah. So that was a lot of fun.
Excuse me.
I'd like to see if we can bring that to Salt Lake as well. Salt Lake is going to be September 5th to the 7th. If you're in the area, if you're going to FanX, it should be a lot of fun. I've met Ian McDermott, who played the Emperor there, and the actress who played Ula, the Jabba the Hutt dancer. Ray Newman, who's on Saturday Night Live, the original, and she was one of the original Coneheads on Saturday Night Live. So they've had Jason Momoa there. They've had
the Machete guy. Didn't you meet him?
Oh, yeah, he was there one year. Danny Trejo, he was there. So they always have big people there.
I believe the stars from Stranger Things were there as well, right?
Yeah, some of the actors from Stranger Things.
Yeah, Gaten Matarazzo and
Jeff Goldblum was there.
Yes, he was. That's my Jeff Goldblum. I'm sticking to it.
Have we ever done VR? We haven't done VR, but we did do a 360 video for Bendy and the Ink Machine. That's on our channel. If you check that out. And then somebody's asking, they want to know about Jeff's phonograph back there.
I'm looking now. I'm trying to see if there's a year on it.
Yeah.
I know.
It's when Jeff was very young when it was made.
Yeah, no, it's a little older than me. It doesn't show the year on it right now, but it definitely is probably early 1900s. It just says trademark and Edison's name on it. I don't see the year. I'll have to look a little further.
Sorry.
Craig's having all kinds of gas.
Ever since I went on a trip to Greece for 10 days, and ever since I came back, this New York air is killing me right now. I feel like I'm sick, and I'm not sick.
It's November 17th, 1903.
Oh wow! So that's an original one. That's not a remake, right?
That's a dawn of the century phonograph, man.
Yeah. Yep.
That's value.
So I'm glad we had. It's pretty cool how people can see everything in the background. I hope they see our characters from our game.
Somebody was just asking who the character is, with that looks like the combination of all the different parts. We did just post a picture on Instagram for fun. That was just a test one, but we do have a creature we're working on as a villain that is made up of different parts of the different characters. So that'll be a villain in the game. We're working on getting it right.
So sorry, guys.
Does the phonograph still work?
Yes, it does. I mean, we haven't played it in a while, but it definitely still works.
Listen to some old Bee Gees albums on there?
No, it's more like Mary Had a Little Lamb. No, just kidding. That was one of the first things he recorded. We have some cylinders over there with different things. I mean, let me see. It's been a while since I've. Oh, well, there goes.
Oh, well, there's $5,000 of.
What about a Resident Evil 2 movie? That would be fun. If we went back and did just a horror slasher film for fun, that would be fun to do.
I mean, it's not. It's not really. It's a survival horror. I would consider it in the vein of The Last of Us. So if we made something that was with Resident Evil 2, it would definitely be more in the style of how we did The Last of Us, I would say.
That'd be easier to film, I think, than CGI for that.
We also could try to find a really big guy to play Mr. X that chases him around like that. I could see that being the center of the story, which could be really, really cool. But other than that, yeah, that would be a cool idea. I would love to do a Resident Evil 2 based on the remake, though, the remake that they did.
Have you ever eat burgers or boogers?
I have eaten my boogers for years. They're delicious and salty. No.
I anticipated you saying that, and now that we know they're salty and probably crunchy.
Very, very.
Let's get on to some important good.
What do you mean buggers? I don't understand bugger.
Luigi's Mansion 3 is coming out, I'm being told.
Yeah, Luigi's Mansion 3. It looks like another Luigi's Mansion game. I hope it's good.
Yeah, somebody's spamming us. I wonder if that's Sai.
What are they doing?
Rat Meat Gamer.
Somebody's saying nasty things.
Really?
Is that Sai on a secret chat?
Buggers?
I don't know. Are you scared of the dark? Or I like the show, Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Are you scared of the dark? No, I am not scared of the dark. I was molded by it. I was born in it.
McDonald's. If you like McDonald's, you'll like our game Rigsby's Funtown Factory because it was a big inspiration for the game. If you like Happy Meals,
Molded by it.
you'll like it. So
You merely adopt the dark.
Craig fancies himself an impressionist. So
I love a quarter pounder with cheese. Double quarter pounder with cheese.
If I eat McDonald's, I have stomach issues. So
there you go.
McDonald's.
Just a bit of info on Shadow Bandit. From the looks of it, appears to be based on the 1950s puppet show like Howdy Doody. Those kind of dolls are always scary looking. So something cool. Oh, look, here's Max. Hey, Max. Maximilian Zamet, our buddy.
Where the hell have you been?
I didn't see the
We
light.
message you, we call you, and no response.
He's reciting poetry or something. I don't know what he's saying.
Oh, he's doing Dark Knight Rises.
We missed Max, and I want to say to Max, awesome. He loved when I always said awesome on set.
Awesome. Yeah, Max, come out. Next time you shoot, you got to come out.
It's not just awesome, it's awesome.
Awesome. It's North Jersey.
That's the way you say it out in Staten Island or Brooklyn or something, but not here in Jersey, baby.
No, I say awesome.
Our buddy Max Zamet writes a lot of cool horror stories and stuff, and he's working with us on set. He was in The Last of Us, so we haven't seen him in a while. Hope he's well. Team Iron Horse. So, somebody has a question. I don't know if you have asked, what is the most difficult project for you? The most difficult. One of them was doing the second Star Wars film because we had to hike up a big hill, and that was hard. And then we had to do.
Undertale was probably the most difficult for Sai.
That was difficult, and then it was tough working with some of the actors, just getting the fighting moves down. And one of the actors had contacts he'd never worn before, and he was struggling with that. So after that, we realized we have to simplify certain things. But everybody pulled through, and they were troopers, and we made a cool film. Unfortunately, that one didn't get into the Star Wars Festival, but it's on our webpage.
Because it was too good.
It's too good. But we actually hiked close to a mile, to get to an abandoned quarry to film, and we really had a great location. But for me, when we filmed The Last of Us, we were all rounded up in a abandoned location in Yonkers by the police, and that to me was the most challenging and frustrating. The end of the day, we were able to convince the police to hang out with us, and we finished the shoot.
They gave us a free light.
Yeah, they actually
They were taking pictures with us.
yeah, it was cool, but we lost a lot of daylight when we were filming, and we pulled it together, but it was a stressful day, very stressful, from almost going to arrested to having personal security by the police.
Yeah.
Have you ever been scared of a scary game? Yes, Silent Hill 2 scared the shit out of me. Whoops, scared the poop out of me.
Oh. Yeah, we heard about the Banana Splits horror movie. I know Cy watched it, said it was a lot like Five Nights at Freddy's. I didn't see it.
Banana Splits?
Yeah. So
What is this?
let's see. Cuphead fan film is an idea. We like dogs. We can definitely say yes to that. There was an old game for Sega Genesis called The Immortal, and you're a wizard and you go through this dungeon in this castle and you fight zombies and stuff, and these worms come out of the ground. And I remember my friend was playing it. That was like the first creepy game I ever saw. So that was didn't scare me, but it was a scary game and it was cool. We've seen Freddy, yes. And the Cuphead cartoon is going to be awesome because I love all the cartoons and that animation, and they're making a cartoon on Netflix for Cuphead, so that'll be fun.
Well, in this case, I would love to have said we did it first, but we didn't. Damn it.
There's a lot of ideas that we had. Like, we wanted to do a Johnny Quest live film, and they're actually making one. We made the Dora Explorer fan film, and they actually made a live one, although we didn't put the film out until after they announced it. But we shot it long before that. It just took a little while to do the effects.
Only thing is that they made it into a pure comedy, and it doesn't look funny. Sorry.
I want to answer one of the questions. The scariest place that we've probably ever filmed at, for me anyway, was Overbrook Hospital. It was in Verona, New Jersey. They've recently bulldozed it. It was erected in 1898 and ran up until 2007. We filmed several films in there, and it was really spooky, scary, moldy, disgusting, but awesome.
Yeah, and those are always challenging, too. Anytime we have to go in an area that might be dangerous, we always use safety first. And we made really cool films in those areas. Like when we did Kingdom Come, we went up on that viaduct. That was really high off the ground, and it looked like the Amazon when you look into the trees. So we should put some clips from that movie online. Now that we have the music done, right, Jeff? The music's all done. Everything's finished, right?
For which one?
Kingdom Come.
Oh, yeah. We have a score, and stay tuned on that. More to come with Kingdom Come, baby. It's going to be resurrected.
Yeah. We could potentially maybe release that as what? Maybe.
Well, Dan Berkey claims there's some folks that are interested in distribution or possibly streaming it somewhere. So we'll have to see.
Sweet.
Have
that wouldn't be bad.
we heard about the fan fiction comic on Instagram called Nintendo High. That would be cool to check out. I haven't heard of that.
This is an image of Overbrook. Can you see it? Is it showing?
Yeah, there's some glare.
Hold on. How about that?
Okay, so I just looked up Rocko's Modern Life movie, and Netflix is doing a Rocko's Modern Life movie. I had no idea. That sounds great. I loved Rocko's Modern Life. So,
Jeff, do the Beatles. Jeff,
those of you in the cheaper seats, clap your hands. The richer people, rattle your jewelry.
you're not getting easily enough. You need to get the proper cadence there.
Oh, this is Paul McCartney. We thought the Maharishi was, Ringo, are you a mod or a rocker? I'm a mocker. But anyway, we got 1 minute left. Folks, appreciate you all being here. Sorry I was a little late tonight. Remember, get the word out about Iron Horse Cinema. Check out our films, scan through, double check, watch them again, and always remember to smash that subscribe button.
Watch Until Dawn. Watch Uncharted. Watch all the films that we worked really, really hard on, and we really would appreciate if you could watch them.
And
Tell your
that
friends,
is
tell your mother, tell your father, tell your family, tell them all to get a YouTube account and subscribe.
and we'll be back
Or
on in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Be very annoying. Be very persistent.
And remember, whoever's out in Salt Lake will be there at FanX. Can't wait to see you this September.
Yep, and we'll be online in 2 weeks. See you then. Good night.
Good night.
Bye, guys.